It all started last week when I noticed something off about my reflection. At first, it was subtle. My reflection would linger in the mirror for just a fraction of a second longer than it should have. I thought maybe it was my imagination or just the result of too many late nights spent studying. But then it stopped mimicking me altogether. I'd raise my hand, and it would stand still, staring back at me with an intensity that made my skin crawl. I joked with friends about needing more sleep, but inside, I was terrified. Today, however, was different. Today, it smiled at me, a slow, knowing grin that suggested it was aware of something I wasn't. Since then, I've avoided mirrors as much as possible, but living in a small apartment makes that difficult. Each morning, I dread brushing my teeth or washing my face, knowing I'll have to confront whatever that thing in the mirror has become. My reflection seemed to be waiting for me, its movements deliberate and unsettlingly calm. Each time, it would look at me with eyes that seemed to be hiding a secret that I was desperate yet terrified to uncover. I started to notice small changes around my apartment, things out of place, like a book I had never seen before on the kitchen table, open to a page that described ancient rituals. I couldn't shake the feeling that my reflection was trying to tell me something, or worse, trying to lure me into something. As the days passed, I became consumed by paranoia. Every reflective surface became a potential encounter. I started to avoid my own gaze, unsure of what I might find if I dared to look. My friends grew concerned, but how could I explain that my reflection was no longer just a reflection? It felt like another entity entirely, one that was growing more powerful with each passing day. The smile it gave me today was the final straw. It was as if it was taunting me, daring me to figure out its secrets. I could feel it watching me, even when I wasn't looking. Tonight, I finally gathered the courage to confront it. Armed with a hammer, I walked into the bathroom, determined to shatter the mirror and rid myself of whatever had invaded my life. But as I raised the hammer, my reflection moved on its own, smiling wider than ever before. It mouthed two words that chilled me to the bone: too late. The lights flickered, and suddenly, I was no longer in my bathroom but in a dark, endless void. My reflection stood before me, no longer confined to the glass, its grin stretching impossibly wide. I realized with horror what it had known all along. I was the reflection now, forever trapped in the mirror, while it had taken my place in the real world.